Hey, what up friends? Today we are going to draw a pencil. Not just any pencil. We are going to draw a pencil that dances and wiggles and giggles and has a good time right now.
Here we go! Wonder Friends, time for Wonder Friends show! Yeah! Alright!
Alright, Wonder Friends, today we're going to draw a pencil, but not any pencil. We're going to draw a pencil he's super excited to be drawing, and he's moving across the page and all that stuff like that, but we're going to add a little character to this simple character. Before we get started, I want to remind you that you're going to draw different than me. You're going to draw just like you. That's what makes this fun. Number two, you might think I go a little fast, or you've made a mistake. Just pause the video, get a new piece of paper, or rewind. No big deal. All right, so with our page up and down, to start this pencil, it's very simple. What we're going to do is we're going to draw a line that is sideways, and we're going to draw a parallel line, a line that runs the same side as this one that's beside it, and we are going to just end it with a triangle. Very simple. Okay. Now give yourself a squiggly line across there, and another squiggly down there at the bottom. Now guess what? End of the pencil, right? Now up here, what we're going to do is we're just going to draw a line across, and I want you to draw another one down just a little bit. Okay, and then in between here, I'm just going to put a zigzag line. Okay, and I'm going to just put a couple other lines in here. Now, if you look at the end of the pencil, right, easiest way to do this is look at the pencil that you have. And if you look at the end of it, what we're doing is we're imitating, we're copying this end. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. When you're making a cartoon, you can change it up all you want and do those other things. So a great way when you're making cartoons of something is to look at the actual thing and figure out a way that you could simplify it, which is what a lot of really good cartoons do. Simplify it to tell the story that you're trying to tell. It doesn't have to be exactly like the real thing. Again, if we were drawing something really realistic, then you do want it to be just like the real thing, but we're drawing something that's cartoonish and having fun with it. So that we're going to do for the pencil top, the eraser part, was we're just going to draw a shape just like that. You know, any kind of, if you want it perfectly square like it's a brand new pencil, you can do that too. And then I'm going to draw just a little circle like this. That's kind of like this stuff, like the number 2 or any of those different things that kind of mark it. And I'm just going to put some little skinny lines on here. I touched my marker there, and that's all right. Touch some, like, draw some skinny lines. That's kind of like these little ridges that are on there. And then I'm going to draw just a little squiggly line like this, like our pencil's been, like, you know, burning out, right? And now I do, again, we talked about making this into a character, so what we're going to use is we're going to utilize this eraser to be the place where the face is for this character. And I want to put a smile on the character just like this, okay? And I'm going to draw that little space in there. I'm going to leave that center part open, which I'm going to color that in, like the inside of the mouth. And I'm just going to draw just two circles on the end there. Now, we can put some eyebrows on here too, up, because this character would be really excited. Now, one of the great ways that we can do to show some sort of like motion or things moving is to use our arms. We talk about sometimes using our eyebrows to tell emotions. We can use our arms sometimes to show motion. And we got to think about like something, if you held a fabric or something outside of a car window, it's going to wave, right? Like a flag, you know? Do that with the arms, and you kind of get this like silliness to it, but also at the same time some sort of motion. And I'll show you what I mean here. I'm going to start my arms down here, and I'm just going to draw one line like this. I'm just going to put some simple arm shapes right there, right? And then I'm going to do the other one like it's behind it. Notice I didn't come out to the same length, right? I bring it just a little bit short of the other one. That shows that something's back behind something. It helps show those types of things. And I'm going to put some just little lines on the side of it. What these little lines do is it shows motion, right? It shows different motion, how these things move, stuff like that. Now, there are some things that I want you to think about when you go to color this. You could do some stuff where we go outside of the lines a little bit on the back side, which the yellow or whatever color you want to color your pencil, that also will show motion. You'll see that Speaking of coloring, if you want to color just like me, at the end of this video, what you'll see is I do a slide that says, pause here, color just like me. You could totally do that, and then you'll see how I finish coloring this thing. I will do some stuff outside of the line to kind of show that little bit of motion. So if you think about moving your hand really fast, you almost see like a ghost kind of image between that's the same color as your hand. That's a great way when we're drawing some sort of character moving. You can kind of have a little bit of that color outside of the line here that shows this character is moving. It's a great way to show a little bit of movement if you're making some simple cartoons. The same with the eraser or any of those things like that. But again, if you want to color just like me, just pause at the end of the video and you can do that. Otherwise, you can color just like you, which I am sure will be pretty awesome as well. The last thing you need to do is you need to sign your name on it, so everyone knows who made this awesome piece of art.
Hey friends, hope you had a good time drawing that pencil. Now here's the thing, pencils are really important. Pencils are really important to me because without a pencil, I couldn't draw the stuff that I do. What are some things that are important to you that mean the same sort of thing? Maybe you're really into dancing and music means a lot to you. Or maybe you're into sports and basketball means a lot to you. There are things about your life that really mean a lot and are really important. Sometimes we can just draw about those things, right? We can use our creativity in all those different things. It's not just about doing that exact thing, right? A pencil could represent a bunch of things. A basketball for you could represent a bunch of things. Music could represent a bunch of things to you. Don't get so caught up in thinking that the only thing that thing you like serves is the purpose for what it's made for. Sometimes those things could be a little hidden value. It could be an escape from. It could be a therapy from. It could be a growth from. It could be all these things kind of hidden that you didn't know actually benefit your life as a whole, which is kind of cool when you grow up. Or if you are a grown up, you know that there's a little escape from what is real and heavy in your life could be the breakthroughs you're looking for. And sometimes those things that are real and heavy in your life is exactly what was needed in order for you to grow into the next version of what you're looking to become. Sounds like a lot of fun, right? Speaking of fun, make sure you check out the next video that's coming up where you're guaranteed to learn how to draw something that right now you may think that you can't do, but with a little bit of help and some practice, you are going to master it.
Hey Wonder Friends, I would love to see the art you create and feature it on one of my videos. With the help of an adult, take a photo of your finished art and post it on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. Don't forget to tag me so I can find it. Hey, are you looking for a signed copy of one of my books? Check out my website, wondervillestudios.com for books, t-shirts, mugs, and more. I also do loads of school visits and would love to hear from you about scheduling a visit. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and check out all the other fun drawing lessons. Until I see you, be the weird you want to see in the world. See ya!